going on, guys? Jesse504 here, bringing you WPF Week 2. This week, our Chicago Cinders go up against Beware of Bewears, coached by EpicBoost. Just a reminder, this is our lineup, hasn't changed at all. And then going over EpicBoost's team, Volcarona, Rillaboom, Mega Aggron, Beware, Mantine, and Porygon 2 are the 6 that I expect to be coming here. But he also has Togedemaru, Galarian Slowbro, Diancie, Reuniclus, and Flygon. Of those, I don't really think any of them could come, but Flygon and Reuniclus are probably the most likely. The other three just don't really have a matchup that's good at all. So starting things off, we have my Mega Diancie, 80 HP, 252 special attack, 176 speed, Calm Mind, set with Power Gem, Earth Power, Moonblast. Special here, so that Mega Aggron can. The thing's gonna get worn down by my threats. So being able to just Earth Power it once it's low enough to kill it is really nice. Also, Power Gem and Moonblast, great dual stabs against this team. Not really too much else to say outside of that, other than really like this Diancie bring this week. I feel like it can end up doing a lot. Up next, Zygarde, sub DD, 1000 arrows, and Sludge Wave, with enough special attack to clean 2-hit KO the Rillaboom in grassy terrain. Not really too much to say about this other than I thought Sludge Wave was going to be the best option for the Rillaboom, since I can 2-hit KO it, and ideally I'm just sitting there behind a sub. Obviously, Mega Aggron could kind of sit in on this, which is unfortunate, but 1000 arrows will still do a lot to it. And Mega Aggron this week is kind of pressed for moves because it's really his only solid rocker. He's also probably going to want to run Heavy Slam for my Diancie. He's going to want to run Earthquake for the Toxtricity. He's going to want to run Fire Punch for the Corviknight. He's going to want to run Ice Punch for this. But, like, he can't do all that. So, one thing's going to be able to sit on the Mega Aggron. I'm just not sure what it is yet. Up next, Corviknight, U-Turn, Roost, Brave Bird, and Taunt. Taunt is really nice if the Volcarona wanted to switch in onto me. Brave Bird should be KOing a Volcarona with the attack investment that I gave my Corviknight, but other than that, just really Spadef. And I was originally Occaberry to guarantee that I could 1v1 the to guarantee I could 1v1 the Volcarona, but Corviknight, once the Volcarona goes down, just doesn't get broken this match, which is incredible. It's just going to be such a pain for him to deal with, and as long as I can make sure that the Volcarona is down, this Corviknight does really wonders. And his Volcarona this week is kind of pressured. It can't really run Quiver Dance too well against my team because of Ditto. So it can't run Quiver Dance because of Ditto. It has to be fearing that getting reverse swept. So I could see some sort of Scarf set or a Volcarona that is Roost, U-Turn, not Quiver Dance though. But having this Corviknight here is really solid though. Up next, we have my Zarude. This week we're bringing a Choice Band set. His team is really slow, and I feel like I didn't need to I feel like I didn't need to scarf myself when the band set just does really well. I need to be wary of if Flygon comes, a first impression from that thing, or just a scarfed U-turn from that thing, both of which could end my Zarude. But other than that, really not too much on his team can do too much to this Zarude. I feel like it can come in and start claiming kills similar to how it did last week, where there was just not a reliable switch in. But that's kind of just all that my Zarude set is this week, just same 4 moves, because it's pretty much this, Rock Slide, and Stomping Tantrum, I think, is all the coverage it gets, and I feel like this is just better. Rock Slide has its uses here this week, potentially, but I wanted the dual stabs in close combat, so I didn't get walled by Aggron. Up next, Marowak. This thing also has an incredible matchup this week. Uh, Rock head ability, 216 HP, 252 attack, and then speed to potentially creep Mega Aggron. Um, because if I can, like, surprise, I'm going first. Uh, I can pretty much take off up to, I think, 75% off of him on fully physically defensive. So as long as he's worn down a bit, this thing should be able to claim. And then rocks, always nice, especially against a Volcarona team. Poltergeist and knockoff. Not really too much to say. I feel like I want to knock off for the utility when there's a Porygon 2 here. But other than that, uh, not too much to say. And then last up, Toxtricity is coming this week with the choice specs. Really bulky because his next fastest thing is Mantine, and that's probably going to want to run a lot of bulk. Overdrive, Boom Burst, Sludge Wave, and Volt Switch. Boom Burst does just a shit ton to his team. Outside of Mega Aggron is really his only good switch into that thing. So once that thing goes down, Boom Burst can just start picking things off. And then Overdrive and Sludge Wave, Solid Stabs, and Volt Switch for momentum. But that is my team. I'll see you guys in the battle. Ready? Just sent my challenge to the opponent, and I'll cut when we are into it. Alright, opponent just sent us the challenge. Let's get, no, it's my opponent just accepted the challenge. Let's get into it. That's what I wanted to say. Brings everything as expected, other than Reuniclus over, what did he bring Reuniclus over? Shoot. Did I predict him to have Reuniclus? No, he brought it over something, but I'm blanking on what that something is right now. Let's just lead off with, let's just save lead. I think he might lead Rillaboom. I'm just gonna lead with my Zarude. Perfect. I'm just gonna U-turn out into probably Corviknight. If he is scarfed, okay, no, he is not, and we see that we take off 53% with just one U-turn. And then Corviknight will heal all the way up. Pretty much, which is perfect. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Rillaboom's down 53%. And out comes the Volcarona. I think in this thing's face, we just Brave Bird. Quiver Dance, perfect. Not quite. Okay, do we have any priority anywhere? No, we don't. Fiery Dance. Crits us, I don't think it mattered. Let me go ahead and open up the calc real quick. That's not what I wanted. I want this calc right here. Okay. Against a Volcarona. Quiver Dance. So he clearly has some bulk. Otherwise, Brave Bird should have been killing. But, yeah, he also clearly has a lot of special attack. Now, what do I go into that can live a hit is the question. He did get up to +2. Will Diancie do it? Yeah, it should. But just to be like extra safe, not even gonna Mega Evolve, just gonna click Power Gem. Um, yeah, I'm just making sure, like 100% of the time that I'm not dying here. Just goes P2, Mega Evolve, and okay, so this Volcarona is kind of out of the question now. I'm just gonna Mega Click Calm Mind. He just teleports out into the what? Because how much does this thing do at +1 to an Aggron?
That's regular Aggron. Aggron Mega. Not quite enough, but to be honest, I'm fine trading this Diancie for most of an Aggron because that thing is just such a pain, and Specs Tox can just kind of abuse that. Right back out into the Volcarona. I'm just gonna Power Gem here. Not gonna take any chances. Out comes the Rillaboom. How much is a Rillaboom doing to me? And how much am I doing to a Rillaboom? It says Moonblast is KOing, and it's not. Oh, Grassy Glide is a thing now. That's right, and I don't have my Corviknight anymore. He's definitely going for a Grassy Glide, I think. Um, Let me see if I can figure out what item he is based on how much damage he did to me. Um, U-turn. He was not Life Orb. Um, Unsure. And Grassy Glide is KOing my Diancie, so I think I just have to go out into my Marowak. Alright, and still no item revealed. I'm just going to click Poltergeist, I think is the play. No, I'm just going to click Knockoff. Out comes the Mantine. That's fine. We get its heavy duty boots. We can. Nope, nope, don't click Poltergeist when you have Knockoff. Go out into the Toxtricity. It just goes for a Roost. That's fine. No reason not to just click a Specs Overdrive here, but how much is a Boom Burst doing, just so I know? Toxtricity to a Manton. Um, says Overdrive is KOing. Boom Burst not quite. I'm just gonna Volt Switch out into the. He goes out into the P2. Is that this thing's just super passive? Um, Seems kind of like food for my Zygarde, to be honest. Goes for a Toxic. Now I can get up a Dragon Dance. He try attacks me, fades my sub. Um, I'm going to sub up again, just in case he wants to, like... Okay, he just goes for the try attack. Keeps him honest, at least. Now I can 1,000 arrows here. Do 35. He try attacks me. Hitting for just above sub damage. I'm going to 1,000 arrows again. He recovers up. Alright. I'm going to DD one more time to put this into... Okay. Now 1,000 arrows should be killing in 2. Um, yeah. And how much does this do to an Aggron Mega? Um, Not a lot is the short answer. 1,000 arrows again. And then just, I guess the real question is this range for Rillaboom to Grassy Glide me into Oblivion? Is that range for Rillaboom to Grassy Glide me into Oblivion? Um, Grassy Glide in terrain. Yeah, it is just enough. I'm gonna go for Sludge Wave in case he goes for U-turn. He just goes for the Grassy Glide. That's fine. Um, I'm fine going out into my Zarude here and just U-turning out. He could go for a Grassy Glide of his own, but that doesn't quite do a lot to my Zarude. He just goes out into the Aggron. Do I want to just go into my Alola here? Yeah, I do. Just click Flare Blitz. I've Creep to outspeed this thing, hopefully. If I did that right, and if he didn't run any speed, I should be outspeeding here. Yeah, okay, that did do its thing. And he just sets up his rocks. Fine, I'm fine with that. Honestly, completely and totally fine with that. Just gonna, he goes out into his Mantine, that's fine with me. I can go out into my Toxtricity. Um, what does he go out into here? Probably his Rillaboom. Yeah, that's fine. I'll U-turn out now. Or do I just want a Darkest Lariat? That's a question. I think I just want a Darkest Lariat. Get the Rillaboom out of here. Okay. This makes things a lot easier now. Just like a whole lot easier. Goes out into the Mega Aggron. I'm just gonna Darkest Lariat this thing. Not quite. He roars me. That's fine. Just go for a nice Specs Overdrive here. Toxtricity picks one up. He has to go out into his Reuniclus, which he reveals to be the Seed, which raises regular defense. What is this? Toxtricity up against a Reuniclus. I think it would be Calm Mind, but I'm just gonna Overdrive up here. Don't really want to risk anything happening. He goes for a Calm Mind. That's fine. Overdrive here. Yeah, I just wanted to keep him honest there because if I didn't keep him honest, it would just be a nice Toxtricity clean up 4-0. So now we're sitting at 2-0 plus 9, which is fantastic. One of the best starts to a league I think I've ever had. I rarely start out 2-0 first off, which so I'm happy that I was able to do that. But being able to start off 2-0 plus 9 is truly incredible. Zygarde, I'm so sorry that you keep dying every game. But thank you to the rest of the team for just putting in the work that they needed to. Um, that Volcarona at the start scared the shit out of me, but good thing I was able to remember Grassy Glide existing. Other than that, I would have just sacrificed my Mega Diancie for no value. But just kind of at the end, I just wanted to make sure that I was keeping him honest because if I wasn't keeping him honest, then uh, he could have just potentially snowballed with Reuniclus, which is not a good thing that could happen. I, if, but like if he just went for the psychic, I think I won it anyways. So, it was kind of just a give and take battle right there. But yeah, until next time, Jesse 504 out. Peace.